Python syntax, the rules that make Python work. In Python, how you write the code matters just as much as what you write. First, check the Python version you are using. Use the exclamation mark before the Python command and then -- version. Run this cell. This will show you the Python version you are on. In my case, I am on Python 3.11.9. Python runs top to bottom. Spaces and lines are meaningful. Small formatting mistakes can cause errors. Syntax is a set of rules Python uses to understand your code. Today, we'll see the most important ones you must get right. Here, top to bottom. Therefore, when we write the print statement, it will print the message first line. Then it will move on to the next line, which is second line. If I were to run these, you can see that we get the first line printed and then the second line. This shows that the code runs from top to bottom. In Python, indentation means code structure. Therefore here, we have an if statement. This is the beginning of the if statement. I have used a tab here to separate this block of code. Therefore this code is indented. If this if statement is true, then this code will run. Therefore here, if I run this, if 5 is bigger than 2, then we get the printout from this line. You don't have to use the tab. You can actually use just one space, but it is preferred you use 4 spaces. Therefore here, I have 4 spaces, but if you had one, then your code will still work. But if you don't have any spaces, like here, then your code will fail. This is because it expects block after the if statement. So a block is defined by you indenting the code. If you indent this code over here, even by a space or by a tab, or even with many spaces, then Python will still work. Therefore in Python, a new line usually means a new instruction. The first instruction is to print this line, and the second instruction is to print this line. Python doesn't need semicolons to mark the end of the line like you do in some languages. But in certain situations, it does need things like a colon to mark the end of the if statement and to execute the block if that statement is true.